Not really. I read a lot of things, as I think I've said numerous times, and plenty of people said I was out of form. So it was nice to, I guess, come back into form, if that's what you want to call it. It was only about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I think I scored 200s at the SCG. It kind of just makes me laugh sometimes when people say that kind of thing. So I've missed out in the first 2 test matches, obviously, and come back today and scored some runs and helped, I guess, put us in a decent position.
Yeah, Steve, do you think 338, you single-handedly took Australia to 338 in the first innings? Is that a competitive total for you guys, seeing India is now 96 for 2?
Yeah, I think I think it's a decent total. I think it would have been nice to score a few more, but you always want more. But look, I think it's a bit up and down the wicket. As we've seen, a couple of balls have kicked up off a length, a couple have shot a bit low. So I think the boys bowled pretty well this evening. And if we continue to bowl really disciplined tomorrow, I think we're going to get some opportunities. It could have easily been 3 or 4 tonight, the way that the boys went about it. I think we're in a good place. Hopefully we can start well in the morning and build some pressure and see how we go from there.
G'day, Steve. Congrats on the ton. During the second test, you spoke about ASHWIN kind of dictating terms in a way the spinner never really had against you, and you've generally been a pretty positive batsman against the spinners. Did you change your approach against ASHWIN this test, or was it just the pitch being a bit nicer to play on?
Yeah, I decided to be a bit more positive. I think early on I hit him over his head, sort of just put a bit of pressure on him to bowl where I wanted him to bowl. It was a sort of concerted effort to do that, and I was happy with the way that I played him.
Hi Steve, was that 10-over period just before the second new ball, from the team's point of view, a little bit frustrating, where Ravi Jadeja got those couple of wickets, which meant Cam and Tim came in with the new ball against Jasprit?
Yeah, obviously not ideal, guys aren't trying to get out, are they? They're trying to do their job, not ideal. And it wasn't great, but we keep moving forward. Obviously Jasprit bowled pretty well with the new one, getting Greeny with a nice one, and Tim as well. So, like I said, wasn't ideal, but we'll just take it. Guys don't try to get out.
Hey, Steve, just a quick one. You spoke about intent and how you wanted to play the spinners. But just even the seamers, they seem to have come with a very clear plan of bowling straight and eliminating the offside. So was it also anything technical that you had to make, like any change at all between the second test and now?
No, not really. Just be a bit faster on my feet, and in particular against the spin, a bit quicker on my feet, put pressure on, come down the wicket sometimes, play off the back foot a bit better. But against the quicks, nothing different.
Steve, just one away from today, if I may. Obviously, Queensland has gone into lockdown. I'm not sure if Brisbane has gone into lockdown. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, and what Brisbane has, and I guess what impact that could have on crowds next week at the GABBA. If there were to be limited crowds and no crowds at the GABBA, I assume that the Australian team would still be very keen to play at the ground there.
Yeah, to my knowledge, I don't think anything's changed from our point of view. So, I guess we'll wait and see. That's not our decision to make. We're the players. We go where we're told and do what we need to do. But we'd love to play at the GABBA, that's for sure.
Hey Steve, just wondering your understanding of how that last LBW shout played out off Nathan, sort of where the on-field umpire had thought the batsman didn't offer a shot, and just your view on the ball tracking there when no shot is offered.
I'm confused.
LBW decision.
If he doesn't offer a shot, then it's the whole thing's umpire's call, isn't it?
Well, it is, sure, but what I'm saying is if the on-field umpire believed that he was playing a shot, then obviously it doesn't get to ball tracking and whether it's hitting the stumps. You know what I mean? Like whether the on-field umpire believed, because we understand that the third umpire had changed the decision as to whether a shot was played or not.
No, I think Blocker changed Paul Wilson changed the decision. I think he originally said no, and he consulted with Paul Rifle, and then I'm pretty sure that they said no, he hasn't offered a shot. I think that's how it worked.
Sure. Okay.
I could be wrong though. I think that's how it worked anyway.
Hey, Steve. Just another one on DRS more broadly. How do you guys sort of feel that the system is working at the moment? I suppose that that first one with Rohit that got overturned. Do you feel there was sort of conclusive evidence there?
No idea. I think from my personal perspective, I thought he didn't hit it after seeing on the replay. So yeah, whether there's, I don't know, conclusive evidence or what. Obviously, I think Wadey was in the way there at bat pad, so he couldn't see the hot spot on the leg side. But I think the right decision was made.
Hi, Steve. For various reasons, that's your first Test century in Australia for more than 3 years, I think. Was it particularly special on the home ground, even if there wasn't any limited crowd in there because of the COVID restrictions?
Yeah, always special. You know, I love playing here at the SCG. It's a great place to bat. My home ground. I think my mum and dad were here, so able to see that, and yeah, just proud to get 3 figures on the board, and I guess just spend some time out in the middle and help us post a decent score. You know, as I said earlier, it would have been nice to have scored a few more. But we've still got some runs on the board on a wicket that is a little bit up and down.
Yeah, Steve, just purely in Test cricket over the last 2 summers, do you feel that the teams you've played against have had better plans to you than perhaps other attacks over the years previous? And if so, you know, how much work have you had to put into, you know, navigating through that?
Yeah, I think the plans have been different. I feel, in a way, sometimes less likely to get out, but harder to score, if that makes sense. And that's probably been, you know, it's probably shown in a few of the games over the last 2 years, just with the fields that they're setting and the way they're bowling. I've had to scrap pretty hard for my runs. But I guess this game, I probably was a little bit more aggressive early, tried to put it back onto the bowler a little bit more, and I got off to a nice start. I think I was almost a run a ball 20, I think, or thereabouts. So I sort of got myself going and got into my innings, and you know, then you've just got to play the game, you know, absorb pressure when you need to, put pressure on when you need to, and I thought I did that pretty well in this innings.